Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another fantastic Monday, August the 11th, 2025, episode 1311, part 1. Now, in yesterday's um days of days of praise passage, we talked about stewardship conflicts, and then we started with Psalms. Well, it was a um somewhat a continuation of Saturday's video, or the one we did for Saturday's video. But, and then once again, it looks like today and tomorrow's passage are going to be more of the same, or a continuation, because from the same contributor. So it looks like it's more of a outlook. But today and tomorrow, our titles will be starting with the word understanding. And today we're going to be learning about understanding ownership from Psalm 24:1, which will be, I'll put that one in the playlist. Now, yesterday's I put the playlist at the end, but I couldn't put it in the playlist because it was a double video. I don't want to put a daily bread video in the Psalm playlist. If it happened to have a Psalms, I would have put both of them in that playlist. If if it was that way, but it wasn't. So, but today we're doing Psalm 24, verse 1, and this is understanding ownership. Tomorrow we're going to be understanding management. See how the difference? Ownership and management. And then Wednesday we're going to be on a different aspect, so a different person. So, but so if you're excited about this, smash the like button. Um, Let me know how your glorious Lord's Day Sunday was yesterday. It's still Sunday for me, of course. Um, how and then how was your total weekend, and what's your plans for the upcoming week? And if God gave you another day, give Him all the glory. So let's see what let's see what we're gonna learn about understanding ownership from Henry M. Morris III. Share my books. Um, un, Psalm 24, verse 1. The earth is the Lord's, and his fullness thereof, the word and they that dwell therein. So the doctrine of creation is not merely a scientific debate. Um, the opposite concepts of natural and evolutionary development versus the flat flat. That's what it looks like. Um, yeah, that's what it says. Fiat, Fiat, and it probably means flat creation. Or it may say fiat, but creation of the omnipotent, omniscient, and transcendent being impact every facet of our worldview. God owns the earth. He is its creator. Genesis 1:1, Psalm 24, 1 and 2, Revelation 4:11, and hundreds of other passages throughout the Bible. Christians who revere the biblical revelation of God are not to be in conflict with the most basic of all doctrines. God owns the living creatures that inhabit the earth. Psalm 50, verse 10. He owns the metals that establish monetary value in the earth. Haggai 2:8. He claims ownership over our bodies. 1 Corinthians 6:19. He even states ownership of our very souls. Ezekiel 18:4. Um, no, Nothing is excluded from the sphere of his ownership and kingship. First Chronicles 29:11 and 12, Isaiah 45:12, Colossians 1:16 and 17. And we are to manage God's resources as stewards of the owner. See, there's that word again, stewards. Stewardship. Lucifer's error was that he thought he could become like the owner, usurping all the rights and privileges of the Creator. Isaiah 14:12 through 14. Israel's error was similar. They behaved as if their possessions were their own property. Malachi 3:8 through 10. Man, that's a lot of passages in this one. The prodigal son claimed for himself the right of ownership and treated the money as if it were his own. Luke 15:12 through 14. In the parable of the lost son. The unfaithful steward made an effort to be productive. Matthew 25:24. It's that one where the people gave, there was three people, and the master gave them one, gave the first one one piece. He chose to double it. And then the next one he gave 5 piece. He gave 5 things. And he put it away and doubled it. And then you had that third one. I think he had 10 pieces, and he chose to squander it and didn't double it. So that's another one of those parables. Um so we have been delegated authority over the creation itself, Genesis 1:28, and are required to be faithful with the mysteries of God, 1 Corinthians 4:1 and 2, and are expected to administer the manifold grace of God, 1 Peter 4:10. So may God preserve us from self-serving stewardship. Mm. I mean, wow, there's a lot of passages in that one. Ooh. I like to put the passages in the tags at the when I'm editing. I like to put that in the tag so you can look up those. You can take those verses, type them into the search page, and these videos will pop up. Whatever videos are associated with that passage, my videos will pop up. So I guess that's how that works. I don't know. I know a lot of videos, different places I've watched videos from online that they have little tags like this, and this, and you can click on that tag, and it'll bring up other like videos. It'll bring up other like subjects or things that involve that tag you just clicked on. So, like say if you click on this one, you'll be clicking on Ezekiel 18:4. It'll bring up other videos that either I have done or other other people talked about that passage. The videos will pop up on that one. I think that's the way the tags are supposed to work. And I believe if you put those in a search page, that the video that's associated with will pop up, and others as well. But so coming up tomorrow, we're going to be understanding management in our terrific Tuesday, August the 12th, 2025, episode 1312, part 1. And right now, with the way the days are going, the last numbers will be the date number. So we got 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So 1331. And it looks like that's the way it's going to be for a while. Those last two numbers are going to be the date number. Unless there was a day I miss. And then that's going to mess the numbers up. But from now on out, those last two numbers will be the day's date. The number of the day. So that's weird how how that's worked out. Because you remember I started on August the 1st back at 1301, which that was the first. And I went 1302 was the second, 1303 was the third, and it's just kept on like that. How in the world did that work out? It wouldn't have been like that if I had already. We would probably be on 1320, 1330, somewhere in there. When I started on the first, it would have probably wouldn't have done that. But the way I took the 2 weeks off, it broke that chain, and then I just started right at that at the first, and it just had to be 1301. With the number I put on it. So, but tomorrow we're going to be understanding management from Matthew 25:14 from Henry M. Morris. So, stay tuned. I'll get to that later. You'll see that tomorrow at 7. Coming up, coming up at 1 o'clock is part 2 of today's episode 1311. And we're going to be learning about daring selection from Bill Crowder, derived from Acts 4, verses 1 and 2, and in verses 5 through 13, with verse 13 the key verse. And then the Bible reading is going to be Psalms 81 through 83 and Romans 11, 19 through 36. So it's the rest of chapter 11. So stay tuned. I'll get to that in just a few minutes, but you'll see that later after 1. So with that said, I love you, appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Keep on keeping on and trusting God, and He'll keep you safe in all you say and do, and He'll see you through it. God bless everyone. God bless America in 2025 and beyond. And until later, peace out, everybody. So long. Have a great rest of your fantastic Monday morning. Come back after 1 for daring selection. Come back, and I hope to see you there, and I hope you come back and find out what that's going to be about. So with that said, have a great rest of your morning, and I'll hope to see you later. Goodbye.